This is recording. Good morning, everyone. Or afternoon. Or whenever you're watching this. This video was supposed to be posted on the 15th. Sorry about that. There was stuff going on. Namely, filming. There's been a lot of talk in Chicago recently about upcoming changes to the length of the school day, mainly that they're getting longer. It's understandable that everybody is worked up about the fact that they have to stay in school for a couple more hours every day, even when comparable test scores between charter schools that have longer school days and our 7-hour school days show no change in test scores. Wow, that sentence was repetitive. For some reason, everybody seems to think this is the only thing wrong with the educational system, that people aren't scoring high enough on tests. On top of that, everyone's constantly up in arms about educational funding and things getting cut out of the budget far more than they should be. I, for one, think that's a load of, this. Educational funding can be cut repeatedly as long as those classrooms still teach to national standards, even as those standards steadily fall by year. Those that do have the money to not teach to the tests don't regard real-world skills as something worth teaching. The parts of our system that do have funding to teach through high school seem to only want to push us into white-collar jobs and push us straight into college, to get a degree and magically make money in a job market that doesn't seem to have many openings. We seem to be expected to not want to work with our hands, not to work as our fathers and grandfathers worked. Our system is, in a way, set up to ignore the fact that our nation only functions because of the men and women of the vocational arts or skills, depending on what you want to call them, that manage to keep the nation running at a rate that would be successful for the whole. Yes, you may major in civil engineering, and you may design the best damn bridge that's ever been seen in America, but you and your degree-carrying friends will not be directly involved in the construction of that bridge. You will only give the designs and oversee construction. The hundreds of nameless and faceless workers that build the bridge, pave the roads, lay electrical cable, and maintain and keep the bridge operational after it's built are the only things that make that bridge possible. The vocational arts have, as Micro stated in his Congressional hearing, linked down there somewhere, disappeared from the market. It's almost impossible to have a machine, woodshop, or home econ class in a high school because of legal tape. Currently, the city only has 2 high schools that offer anything near to what the vocational arts schools used to have. Those 2 being Chicago Vocational on the south side and the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences. I think we're long overdue for the resurrection of the promotion of these skills in Chicago public high schools. Some of the most useful skills I learned during high school came from theater. Why? Because we were working with our hands. We learned to wire anything and anything, build anything that we thought we could from wood and metal. We designed everything ourselves and put it on the stage. This is all student work. All of this was done by our heads. We did this by hand. We learned basic interior design, we learned basic optics this way, especially if you did we learned basic electrical, and any and all leadership skills we would ever need. Shh. There are so many students graduating from the CPS that don't know how to cook a meal, how to maintain their house, or know how their car works, or just generally don't want to know how to maintain their house, how their plumbing works, how their electricity gets to them, or how their engine works. I do feel it's time for a change to that kind of system. I think we could start by just voicing our opinions to the CPS, especially those of you watching this that are still in high school. There's a link to the CPS's email in the description. If you want to sound off there, go ahead. Until the day when students can decide whether or not they want to work with their hands or work with spreadsheets, we are all just blinded and brainwashed by a system that only wants to push us into another system that just wants to steal as much money as it can and leave us devoid of skills that we need to succeed in life. I don't actually know who's coming after this one, so see you in about a week? 2 weeks? One of those 2. Anyway. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at Sidelines. It's an upcoming indie film.
Okay, just saying.
Alright, so first emotion. So this is just the, before it's like the sadness, just the why are you guys
shoots in
look
HD.
Like, are you telling me a story? So close.
Why are you telling me this story?
Okay, seriously.
Am I supposed to be sitting there?
No, we can't see you. Just remember where his head was. Ready? Action.